Hello and welcome to the Handicapable Black Women Throne Room. My view of humanity is a whole new tea. Hi, hello, how are my lovelies, my wonderfuls, my beauties, my just royalty? You know you are. Well, okay. Get out that boiling, scorching hot tea. If you like it cold, just hold the ice for now because ICE is acting a hot mess all around. Yeah, if you know, you know. And now they might be in our airports too. Mm. Anyway, anyway. But yeah, this is the part two because I'm talking politics, dating nightmares, my list of standards. Because I think now it's like if you've been watching my episodes, because I have over 600 episodes, not too far from 650. So, with that, yeah, if you've been listening, you've been looking at my standards for years, and you will also see how with that, a lot of my standards are starting to make sense now. I hope, and I know a lot of the conservative, traditional wives, girlfriend, women, they're not gonna like me, but that's okay because it's like I, I like and the thing is, I I guess you know what? I am judging, but I judge out of likeness. I have compassion and empathy, and I want to make sure they don't run into the situation that I have seen so many women get into. Either a dangerous relationship and they have no money and they have no way to leave, and or their man cheats on them, either with a man or a woman because of Tinder, because you know how Republican men, the Tinder, yeah, we all know that story, and or they get caught up in an Epstein type of situation. Yeah, don't forget the Epstein files. And because like even with that whole 19 and counting whatever show, there's another son that is being accused. The son and the son's wife are being accused of doing certain things. Yeah, and it's like a lot of these Republican, traditional, highly religious people who keep getting caught up in this. And this is one reason why I mentioned in the last episode that article. Like, I read a few articles that were talking about why Democrat men, no, I think just Republican men hide it or hide it better, keep it secret, because a lot of Republican men on dating apps have written me and then I find out that they're married. Yeah, and or not single. Naughty, 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 naughty. And so, with a lot of my dating standards, I hope they make more sense now because a lot of traditional women, like sometimes, like when they in live streams and things like that, they would write me and be like, "You're a stupid woman. You're not going to find a high quality conservative man." I don't want a conservative man. Thank God. Hallelujah. Praise the Lord. Who? No, 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 no. But yeah, they would. And the thing is, I didn't take pictures of that. I didn't take screenshots of that. I was on my computer doing a live, writing my novels, and sometimes looking over and reading the hatred from some of the conservative women. And like some of the conservative women were so trifling, so hateful and awful and terrible and disgusting and just despicable. And the thing is, yeah, I judge a little bit because it's like, and yes, there's there's situations and consequences on both sides. And being a Democrat, wanting to start a business and things like that, yes, there's consequences. But at the same time, I would be happier on my own than having to, I'm gonna be a good girl. I'm gonna make him dinner, and oh, it's gonna have to be hot, and I'm gonna do this, like, because yeah, if not, he won't be happy. If he's not happy, then he'll probably cheat. Like, he might cheat on me, or he'll yell at me, or something bad will happen, or I will be like. And that's not all conservative. I'm not saying that's all. I'm not saying that's all. But a lot of the women who come out on YouTube, TikTok, and everything, and they start telling their stories, we keep hearing those stories. And even looking at some of my family members and some of the women who didn't get the traditional jobs. And then I see how their situations ended up. And or now they're conservative and now they're marrying a conservative man, but then I already see some things where I'm just like, I'm gonna mind my business. I'm gonna mind my business. Well, because she's judging me. Yeah. Because, yeah, part of me feels like, oh, if you're gonna be judging me, I'm gonna mind my business. Like, because, again, there are ups and downs on each side. There are some beautiful conservative families where the conservative guy respects the woman and or he respects what she does. But that's not all the time. Some, like, especially now, a lot of these men out here, they want the power. They don't, there's like, they want respect and power from the woman without respecting the woman back. And I didn't even say without giving her any power because they don't want to give a woman, because they won't even vote for a woman for president. Hillary, Kamala, come on now. And both of them were right. See, I'll give it to the women. Both times they were, oh my gosh. What did Hillary say? Well, all the things that Hillary Clinton said, and now a lot of those things are happening right now. Yeah, but then a lot of people want to judge her because she stayed with her husband. But then a lot of these conservative women who are going into the same situation, but then they decide to stay with the husbands. And then the ones that don't stay with the husbands, all of a sudden, conservatives blame them, yell at them, saying that's not religious or that's not conservative or that's not traditional, that you have to be a good woman and stay with this guy. Yeah. Yeah. And then with Kamala, yeah, she was right on a lot of things too. But a lot of people judged her because she doesn't have like kids of her own. She has step kids, but not, the traditional. And a lot of black people and Indian people, oh, she's not really black. She's not really Indian. It's called being mixed. And yeah, I have a series I need to do based off of like mixed. And technically, like, I'm mixed with different nationalities, but both my parents are black. Cause yeah, I I have a lot of my cousins and I come out lighter complexion, so that's how this happened. But yeah, you won't believe how many racist people at job and like that people who interview me at job interviews. So which one of your parents are white? What are you mixed with? Where are your parents really from? No, no, where are they really from? All that garbage. How did you learn how to talk like that? It's like, yeah, a lot of racist questions. But yeah, I'm gonna get into that into another, episode. But yeah, when it comes to dating, even a lot of men, like oh yeah, I mentioned this in the last episode. A lot of men, they only date based off of how you look. Do you know how many men they like when I ask them about politics? No, 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 no. You're not supposed to talk about politics, baby. You're too beautiful. Don't mess this up. No. It's like that's just gonna mess us up. Oh, why would that mess us up? No, no, no. It doesn't matter. Like, no, no, no. Why would it mess it up? Why would it mess it up? Because this is how I caught some men in a lie. Because some men who say they're Democrat, once I bring up politics and they tell me I'm going to mess things up, no, tell me exactly why I'm going to mess things up. And then I find out, oh yeah, you lied. You're a Republican. Yeah. Oh yeah, you're going to find those because yeah, now while I'm talking about it, I do have a couple of examples on Patreon now, but I'm like, while talking, I'm envisioning or remembering 5 or 6 other times. Because there was this one black guy, I think it was in the fall of last year, I caught him. Because, yeah, he had Democrat, and it was on, oh, which dating, I think, no, it wasn't Hinge, but yeah, anyways, you'll see it. Like, once I post it, you'll see it, and I'll mention it again. But It was just really, really funny because like while talk like I brought up politics, the next thing you know, it's like he's a conservative and I'm like, why did you put Democrat in your dating profile? How to make a man disappear so fast. How to make a man disappear so fast. I've done it so many times and I've loved it. Because a lot of these men, they keep saying, well, no, you need to date who you can date. Look at your age, you're getting older. No, 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 no. Mm-mm. And I hate when men do that too. Yes, I absolutely hate it because you're basically telling me that I have to be stuck with a man that I'm going to cringe at every time he opens his mouth about politics or about most subjects. Oh, do you mean the I'm gonna have to date a man who I'm never gonna want to be in the same room with because every time he opens his mouth, I'm gonna be thinking, this idiot, this dummy, this imbecile. Are you kidding me? No, 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 no. I'd rather like, and some men, oh, you're just gonna be a cat woman. Okay, well, meow, meow. Okay, okay. Got me all twisted up. Got me all the way confused and twisted up on that one because you act like that's an insult. To all the cat ladies out there, raise a glass. Even if it's got lemonade, tea, coffee, I don't care. Because for some of the cat ladies out there, it was for their mental health. It's because there are a lot of men who don't appreciate them and who don't love them or care for them. They care for what the woman can do for them. They want the woman to act like they're not only the girlfriend or wife, but the mother, the secretary, and the manager of the house and all of this other stuff. But then he just wants to sit on the couch and watch TV all day and on like, nah, no, no boo boos, no, no babies, no. Because, okay, back to the financial part of my dating standards and stuff. Do you know how many men have told me? If you've been listening, you already know. It's not ladylike to invest. First, it's not ladylike to talk about politics. And now it's not ladylike to invest. Because, see, ladies, are you finding a pattern? Are you finding a pattern? And this is why I say read a book, get educated, stay up on your topics. This is why I say if you want the traditional right, the traditional life, so be it. I'm not going to judge you on that. It's like, cuz and the thing is, I don't want to judge, but I am judging, but I'm doing it because so many women have ended up without anything because either the man left or the man is harmful or the man is not good to her and now the woman doesn't have a way to get out. That's why I judge. Because I want to make sure that you have a plan just in case. But then a lot of men, yeah, it's like in some of those screenshots in the last episode, if you play some of them, some of the men are like I find it unattractive when a woman tries to have a game plan to get out. What? That's a red flag. It's like a man who he doesn't want you to have a just in case. That's like having the fire like alarm switch. He doesn't want you like if you were a building, he want you to have that in case the building caught on fire. Yeah. Yeah. So I would think about that. If he doesn't want you to have that switch, if he doesn't want you to feel secure and safe, yeah. So I would at least suggest find, even if it's one of those online travel agencies. I kept getting advertisements for that for months. I just stopped, I think, this month. Yeah. And or there's other online hustles or whatever. If there's one that's legal and legit and everything like that. Or if you're a baker, depending on what state you're in, maybe you can bake and sell and stuff. People can pick up until like you're like an hour or two before your man comes back home, husband or like fiance, whatever. So then at least this way that gives you enough time to change clothes, clean the kitchen, make sure dinner is ready for your man, and that the kids are at least they have their game plan with their homework and stuff like that. So yeah, see, I'm helping you. I'm think like, and this is why I say I don't judge because I'm trying to be hurtful. I'm judging because I've witnessed horrible situations, and I've listened and watched shows on the YouTube where women are telling their story and how they were left with nothing and how some slept in their cars and homeless, and some of them were not able to see their children for years. So this is why I feel like, yeah, you know what? There's a tad a little judgment in there, but it's for your safety. And especially after my dating situations and how, like I said, you do not know how many men told me it is not ladylike to invest. And how many men told me to take out my money. Oh, yeah, well, baby, uh, there's a really good trip. Yeah, we should go on a trip together. We should go on a cruise. We should go here. We should do this. Yeah, let's spend that money. You only live once. Why invest it? Why save it? Oh, so you don't have any money saved up? Oh, that doesn't matter. No, no, no. It does matter. Because if you have money saved up, why can't I have money saved up? And or why are you telling me to take out my saved and, yeah, my investments? Why do I have to? But are you going to take out your money? Are you going to go on a trip with your money? What are you doing? What? Yeah, tell me exactly. And I tell men to tell me, but then they don't want to answer, and or they say it's complicated, and or they say, well, a woman doesn't have to worry about that. It's the man's job. Well, you haven't met the men I've dated, and I'd like to be secure. And also, if I want to go and get my nails done, or my hair, or go on a trip, or if for some reason something happens to his job, that I have a backup plan to make sure that the mortgage and everything is paid. I have that. I have that. And he's like, oh, well, no. It's like, see, that's masculine. See, you're thinking like a man. Are you trying to be a man? Because that's just what men are supposed to think about. Ladies, get your bag. Have a backup plan. See, I don't care, like, because till this day, like, I don't care when men try to tell me that it's masculine. I don't care. Every day, it's like, and the thing is, it's not like I'm making tons of money right now because right now I am working on getting the business together, and that takes money and investments, and it's a lot of time and a lot of concentration, a lot of creation, but it's like, so, but with I'm so glad and blessed. While I was working my jobs, I that's when I started investing. And to a lot of the men who made fun of me and talked about me, especially like Mr. No Heart, because it started back with Mr. Lockakey. I I remember telling him about one of my investments, or actually two of the investments. Yeah, he laughed. And he would even bring it up. He was like, guess what? My girl's trying to invest. Ha ha ha. That's what rich white men do. And he's a white guy too. But it's just like, yeah, he just thought it was so funny. Oh, she thinks she's actually going to make money. Oh, she doesn't know what she's doing. Ha ha ha. Like, uh. All right, yeah. But then whenever he would want me to go grocery shopping with him, once we got in line, all of a sudden he would look at me and tell me that he didn't have the money. And I'm like, oh, if you didn't have the money, then you don't have, yeah, we shouldn't have come here. And that's when I would back up my cart. Yes, I would. And I'm like, okay, let's put your stuff back on the shelf. No, 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 no. Yeah, oh baby, no, no, go. Yeah, no, go. Yeah, don't I deserve to eat. Come on, that's not fair. Oh yeah, why are you gonna? Yeah, blah 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 blah. That. Why did you ask me to go to the grocery store? And that even okay. I'm gonna talk more about money. This is probably gonna be a long series because yeah, I have too many examples. Because okay, last point on this one before I probably forget what I'm just now thinking about, but it's just wow. A lot of examples about money and then also education. Yeah, he reminded me about the education part too. But with Mr. No Heart, He laughed at me at first. He made fun of me, and I while he was playing his video games, I'd be doing research and I would be investing. I would be teaching at my jobs and working like secret shopping and other hustles or whatever. And each week I had a goal, I had a plan of how much I would invest. He didn't like that. But then near the end of the relationship, all of a sudden, oh, you need to invest in this ETF. I already did. What? You did? How? How did you know about that? Like, you act like you're the only person. Like, what? I don't know. It still baffles me because with a lot of my investing and either my writing ideas and things like that, like sometimes when he would give a suggestion, sometimes I would look it up on my computer, turn my computer around and be like, already done. But how did you? I'm like, and this is why sometimes when I wonder why he never backed me up when his mom said that the only reason I got into college is because I'm black. I'm just like, you probably, yeah. It was like, even though he called his family members dumb so many times, I think he thought I was dumb. And I think he hated that. Like, majority of the times, his ideas, I already, like, either that or I had something better. Yeah. And a lot of my ideas that I told him that he thought it was dumb or whatever, but then I would go to other people and they're like, oh my gosh, you should sell that. You should need to do that. That's so smart. That's so cool. That's so brilliant. And then I realized he was trying to tarnish my dreams. He was trying to put me down. And that's one reason why after I broke up with him, I would only date men with degrees, trades, or certifications. A lot of men thought I was stuck up. And no, actually, no, it was like a year or two after because the one guy that I went on a date with, who later on blackmailed me and told me that I would have to sleep with him or he was going to sleep with his boss. Remember him? Yeah, yeah. I think he was the last guy that I dated that didn't have any type of higher education. Mm, yeah. But then after that, so many of these men would say, I'm stuck up and spoiled. Or, oh, well, do you own a house? Do you have this? Do you have investments? Like, do you have kids? You must have a baby daddy. You must have this. You're just like a lot of guys think that I cannot have what's on my list of standards. And or they try to double it like, oh, well, if you want this, then you have to have this and that or whatever. And it's just like, my list of standards are a list of everything that most men hate about me. And so you're just proving that we would not be compatible because now you're telling me that, oh, not only do you have to have what's on your list, but you're also going to have this, this, and this, whatever. Okay. Oh, I doubt you have. Oh, and do you know how many men tell me, I know you don't have any investments. I know you don't have any education. I know you have baby daddies. Like, oh, just breathe. Just breathe. Yeah, it's just. But then they blame me for not wanting to date them. They blame me for being single. And again, I know I'm not perfect. I know I'm not perfect. But I want to be the perfect me that I want to be. And yes, that's going to include Patty. That's going to include a little judgment. That's going to include stubbornness and bullheadedness. See, I'm not perfect, but I'm going to be perfect for me. I'm going to adore me. I'm going to enjoy my company, you know? Mm. Which reminds me, it's like I just watched the video a week ago when Jeannie, my, took herself on a date. I might do that one day. Especially, I haven't done that since being diagnosed. It's like, and the thing is, yeah, I do have a man now. So it's like, and yeah, there's some surprises that, and yeah, one of them, yeah, okay, well, well, I will say in a later episode, one of the things, yeah. So, but I'm kind of thinking that maybe one afternoon, it's like it doesn't even have to be a night date, but it's like maybe it'll be a work date because like I can just go to a cafe and work on my novel, and or work on some of the items for the candles because I need to finish the labels and apply for more grants and like work on the website. There's so much. But maybe if I take myself out and enjoy the atmosphere and the ambiance and stuff, that would be cool and amazing for me. And independent for me. Because a lot of people think just because I have a disability, I can't. But yeah, so many men judge a woman if she invests, if she has higher education, if she's trying to be independent. They don't want an independent woman. They find independent women unattractive. But how come men are allowed to be independent? Women are not, but men are. Men can be leaders, but women can't. But Kamala and Hillary, but we're both right. Look at what we're doing right now. Look at the situation America is in right now. Look at how other countries see America right now. You know what? I need to do a series on that. How each continent, how each country looks at, because if I do each country, that'll take a long while. But so I might do groups and clumps. But you mirror who you want to be like and stuff. And when it comes to dating, it's kind of like a battlefield right now. Now I'm thinking of that Jordan Sparks song, but it does kind of feel, because before I met my guy, and the thing is, yeah, my guy, he meets every standard, and like we differ in opinion on some of the items on the list, but yeah, and some men, they automatic, oh, with your standards, it's like you act like a man has to agree with you on every single. I never said that. I don't remember writing that in my profile. It's like being pro-choice doesn't mean that we're going to agree on every single circumstance. Some people are just pro-choice when if the woman was like forced, and or if she is not a woman but a girl, and or just or it's a medical emergency for her life. Not everyone's going to define it the same. Not everyone's going to agree with it the same. And when it comes to the wars around the world, like especially with Ukraine, some people like, yes, we might be both team Ukraine, but maybe for different reasons. Maybe for different reasons. So I would just say, like, have your opinion, but also be prepared to back it up. Do your homework. Listen, be well rounded. And sometimes I try to listen to opposite views so that I'm ready and prepared, or so that I can see why I disagree with it even more, you know, so that I can back up my stance even more. Because I will never forget the debate that I had with that jerk, Zach. Whoo, 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 whoo. It was raining Zachs that year too, because I think I met like 5 Zachs, and 4 of them were trying to date me. And each one, one got out of prison, but then getting ready to go back to prison. That's a story. Oh, I never told that one. And then the debate with this other Zach, I will never forget when he was just like, "Who the f cares about the federal minimum wage? Who cares about this? Who cares?" Now who cares? Okay, because I am all about healthcare, Medicaid for all. He said I was stupid for that. He said I was dumb for that. I wonder what he thinks now. Interesting. Interesting. But on that note, there's going to be a part 3. Oops. Thank you so much for listening to the Handicapable Black Woman Throne Room. I am a woman, I am of color, and I am handicapable. But most importantly, I am human and you're human